What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Supreme Tech. Today I got an Adobe Photoshop tutorial for you that's going to show you how to change colors inside of Photoshop. And there's a million different uses for this, guys. This is going to be one of the quickest and easiest ways to change the specific color of something into something else. Now I'm going to be coming out with a ton of different videos about Photoshop, Premiere Pro, After Effects, DaVinci Resolve, and a bunch of other ones. So make sure to subscribe if you're new. Like the video if this helps you out, and turn on them post notifications so you know exactly when I come out with a brand new video. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright everybody, so we want to change colors inside of Photoshop, and not just change colors, we want to change colors of specific objects, okay? So let's take this red house right here, for example. Let's keep it simple and let's just turn this blue. We don't want it red, we want it blue, okay? Now the first thing you're going to want to do is click on your picture layer. Make sure you're selected on it. And you're going to come and pick any selection tool, really. I'm just going to use the rectangle. What I'm going to do is just select over the house. Let me change the style back to normal. And we just select where the house is at, okay? Now that we got a selection, let's just click on our adjustment layer. And we're going to come to Hue Saturation. Hue means what color, and saturation means how much color, okay? Just remember that for any time that you're using this. So we're going to click on Hue Saturation. And as you can see, it came and it made a Hue Saturation adjustment layer, and it brought a mask with it. So everything that we do to this adjustment layer is just going to happen within this mask. And I'll turn off the mask later to show you how that works. But for now, what we're going to want to do is click on here. This is our actual Hue Saturation layer. We're going to click on it, and we're going to come up to our Properties tab. Make sure you're clicked on Properties. If you can't find Properties or it's not up here, just come to Window and go down to Properties and click on it, and it'll pop up. Okay. Next thing that we're going to do is we're just going to click on the little hand icon here, the finger pointer, and we're going to take a sample of that red color. So now we're sampling just the reds. We're only changing the red that is inside of our layer mask. So now let's just bring it over. You see it's turning yellow. We don't want a yellow, it's turning green. We don't want green. What do we say? Blue, right? Okay, here's blue. Ain't that cool? It's so simple and easy once you get the hang of it. We got to do a couple little touch-ups though. So let's come down to saturation. Let's up the saturation. I don't like how that's looking. Let's turn it down. And let's turn the lightness up. I want it like a royal blue. Let's see if I can find it. And that's what you do. You just play around with the colors, the hue, saturation, and lightness, and you could do a ton of different things, right? Next, if you come down here, this is where you can fine tune it and get exactly what color you want. I'm not going to mess with these too much here because I like how it's looking right now. Now, something that you want to pay mind to is look at these towels right here. See these towels or whatever this is hanging up? See when I turn the hue, how it changes those two? We don't want that. It's changing these buildings back here. It's changing everything that's in our mask, okay? So we don't want that, right? So let's click Control 0 to bring our picture back to frame. And what we're going to do is edit our mask a little bit. Before we do that though, I want to show you the before and after. So you can hit the eyeball, before, after, okay? Let's zoom in so you can see a little better. before, after, before, after. Alright, so now we're going to select our mask. And what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in. We're going to select our brush tool. Make sure we're on like a soft round or a hard round. It really don't matter. Just like a regular round brush. Okay? And you're going to want your color swatches to be white and black. First thing we're going to work with is the black. If you click X, you see how the white and black is going back and forth. We want black because anytime you're painting on a mask, if you're painting black, it's taking away. If you're painting white, it's showing through. So let's zoom in here. So if I come up here and paint just these towels, see, it's bringing back the color of whatever was behind it. Now we're going to zoom out and we're just going to toggle on and off our layer to see what else changes. And you can see all this up here. So we're going to want to hold Alt, hold our right click, and move our mouse right to make our brush size bigger. Move it up and down to bring the hardness up and down. And got something that we like. We're just going to come around here and paint around the house. And as you can see, it's just removing that hue saturation from whatever I'm painting over right now. See how it got on this building here? We're just going to come through and restore it back to what it should be. I like using a soft brush for this because it's not such jagged lines. Let's just come down here, finish it up. Now I can see it also distorted some of this down here, so let's paint this. And it even changed our bottom of the house blue too. So we were just going to change all that back. And I'm not going to take super long with this. I'm just going to get a rough selection of it. Just to show you guys what you're going to be doing when you're working with masks. Now let's bring our brush up pretty big and zoom out a little. And what I like to do is just do a quick sweep around. Bring the hardness up maybe. Do another sweep. Oh, see how I accidentally clipped right here? It's a little red. Just click Control Z, undo. And finish just going around to catch any stragglers. And that's looking good. It's looking awesome. Comment down below if you're enjoying this video, if it's giving you some value. Make sure to subscribe. Smash that like button, show your support. Also comment down below, let me know if you got any other tips that I might have left out or something that I should know about that I haven't mentioned in the video. I'll be sure to put it in my next one if it's a real good tip. And you could just come in and do your final touches on whatever. See the red in here? You just bring your brush smaller. Turn to the white paintbrush. Come in here and just fix that up. There we go. It's looking awesome. Alright guys, so we changed that one building. Let's just do a real quick review and change the color of a different building. Now this is going to be a lot quicker than the last one. We're just going to do it in real time. So let's delete this hue saturation layer. And we're going to click on our photo again. And what image are we going to want to change? What's a good color? Let's change this orange building right here. So I'm going to zoom in. We're just going to change this orange building, right? So can you remember the first thing that we do? We're going to want to come up to our selection tools, any selection tool really. This is just to get the surface area smaller to deal with. And let's just select around the building. There we go. We got our selection. Now we got to come down here to adjustment layers. Come to hue saturation. And when we did that, it automatically made a mask. So we're going to click on our hue saturation icon here. And we're just going to change the hue. Let's make this one purple. Okay. You can mess with the lightness and the saturation if you want. Alright, that's looking good. Now, what's the next thing? If you can remember, guys, we're going to want to touch up our mask so that none of this purple is bleeding out away from the house. So you can see our selection original one. That's just the real rough square. We're going to want to click on brush. Change the size. Change the hardness if you want. It might ask you to rasterize layer. Just click OK. Make sure you're selected on your mask here. Just paint with black. All around, removing everything unless you want it purple. Okay? And don't worry if the edges are bleeding. We can fix that up. And there you go. Real quick and easy. We changed the house purple. Like I said, click X to change your color back to white. Come down here. And you can just add in that purple wherever it missed before. We'll just do a couple little touch-ups here and we're done, guys. That's awesome. Let's hide this layer and show you the before and after. Before, after, before, after. And I can see a little something that we missed right in this corner here. So let's go. Turn back to black and erase it. Okay, now we can come back and show it. And that's looking a lot better, right? So that's just a real quick video showing you guys how to change your hue or the color of certain colors, right? Showing you how to change colors of specific things inside of Photoshop. Comment down below, like I said, if I missed anything. And thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.